animating. I really like animating.
All right,
It's
we'll
really
talk
fun.
about that here in a second.
Okay.
I hope my microphone is working.
In case it's not working, he said, "I hope my microphone is working." Just in case it's not working.
All right, so I'm here with my favorite guest of all time, my daughter Eloise. How old are you now?
I'm 9 years old. Last time I was like on here, I must have been like 7 years old.
There.
Adjusting his
I
microphone.
think that's the best I'm going to get it.
Yes, hopefully.
All right. So we have to do an introduction. Remember to look at that green dot there.
Yeah, sorry. It's just
That's our audience.
yeah. Sorry. I keep forgetting.
So, welcome back to The Last Symptom. I'm Brian Barnett, the creator and host of The Last Symptom. This is my daughter Eloise. Did you want to say something?
No. I was just like thinking about nothing.
All right. Well, we got a nice show for you. It's been a while since we've checked in with her, so I thought that would be a good thing to do. Before we get started, we have to do the musical introduction and the disclaimer, so let's get that out of the way and we'll be right back.
Yay!
I'm Brian Barnett. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a doctor. I have no legal license in any field of psychology. But I did live a large part of my life with borderline personality disorder unknowingly. And I really did rid myself of the disorder completely and permanently. Through that, I've become an expert on issues involving emotional health. I accept no responsibility whatsoever for your feelings, thoughts, behaviors, decisions, and actions, including your decision to watch or listen to this show at all. But I do hope you might benefit yourself from the insights I share.
All right, here we are,
Hi.
and I wanted to tell you something. This is true.
Yes.
A lot of folks I talk to, they listen to me, the parents listen to me, but they say that they especially like when you come on and hearing you talk, they like their children to hear you talk about feelings and stuff like that. They learn, the kids learn a lot of things from you.
Cool. I'm glad. The kids, you guys, or all the kids. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you're a little camera shy right now, aren't you?
Yeah, but
That's
thanks.
normal. Mr. Lambert come over the other day, my buddy Lambert,
Really.
and I gave him a knife as a gift. And so I said, can we do a video? Can you do a video review of this knife? Because he was looking at this knife and he was telling me all these wonderful things that he loved about it. And so I said, yeah, can you say those same things here for the video? I'll just record you saying that, and you can say that for the video. Tell you what, if you want to look at me in the camera there.
Yeah.
That's better for the people watching. So I set up a camera and I put it on him for him to say the same things he just got done talking to me about. And he froze up. He couldn't look at the camera. He was acting all awkward and everything. So it takes some practice to get used to being in front of a camera so that you can do it naturally and not feel all awkward and everything. So that's completely normal. Everybody understands. They also probably would have a hard time acting natural in front of a camera.
I got
Well, you're just not used to it.
yeah, for example, I'm on a stage, everyone's watching me. I'm just gonna freeze because I get scared.
Right. That's natural, ain't it?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
So I'm 9 years old.
And what are some of your current big interests?
I like animating things on my app Canva that I have on my phone.
It's called Canva.
Yeah, Canva.
And you were showing me this morning that you can take anything and animate it, right? Look at me there up in the camera.
Yeah.
You can see me in the camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to look at me, just look at me up there. You can take anything and you can animate it on this app that you've got on your phone.
Yeah, I take like the element, like this element thing on option on my app, and I can like, and then I do it, and I put the time on one, and then I just move it one by one, and then it starts looking like it's moving or doing something.
That's like the animation part, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been playing around with that?
About maybe like, I'm gonna say a month, maybe,
Really? That long?
or a week. I don't really know.
I didn't even know that you were doing that. And then you showed me this morning and I was amazed. You're real good at technology, aren't you?
Yeah, since I play games a lot, I get used to like technology, and then I can like animate things and like do what I need to do and stuff like that.
Right. Tell me again how you figured out how to use this app, this animation app.
Well, one day I started thinking, maybe I can with these elements, I can like move it around one by one on a short time, and then I can make it look like it's moving or animating or like jumping or anything.
Interesting. And then when you started playing around with it, did you figure everything out immediately or did it take some time?
I didn't do it immediately. I started drawing things, but then I started thinking, I started drawing things so I could animate, but then I thought, it's a little bit hard. I'm gonna try using elements for a while. So then that kind of worked out. So I guess I use it for like elements. I use elements and not drawing, but once in a while I use drawings because I like drawing.
You do like drawing?
Yeah, I love drawing.
What sorts of things do you like to draw?
Anything. Just anything. Anything that comes into my mind, I just start drawing.
Cartoons or like sketches or like real drawings? Like, well, I mean, they're all real drawings, but what I mean is, are you trying to draw somebody's
Like
face?
things, like things that look real.
Oh, you like doing that?
No, I just like drawing anything. Sketches, real drawings, cartoons, anything, just anything.
I see. Are you a big fan of by the way, in your completely unbiased opinion, unbiased means you don't have special favor toward anybody. In your completely unbiased opinion, who has the most charming, most handsome father in the whole world?
Me.
That's your unbiased opinion?
Wait, what does unbiased mean again?
It means that you don't have any special favor towards anybody. You're completely
Honest opinion?
well, like your feelings aren't determining your answer.
I still don't understand, but you are definitely the most handsome in everything that you said. Because I forgot. Charming father.
I agree with you. Thank you. No, we do have a pretty good relationship, don't we?
Yes.
In school, here recently, you've had somebody new come into your school.
Yes, I have.
And you've told me that this person causes some problems.
Well, not too many, but she does. But a lot of times she does use her phone in class. And one time, sometimes, she would. So we have this gaming class called a class dojo.
Okay.
Which kind of matches me because at first it says class. But you have teleport things and you have all your characters, and in top it says your name. With like Eloise B or like Natalia A.
Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
But sadly Natalia left school. That makes me really sad. But so, and she logged into our accounts and pretended to be doppelganger, us, or doppelgangers of us.
She's not supposed to do that.
No, you have to be in your own account.
How did you feel about that?
I felt annoyed but I tried to be like, look, please don't do that. It's annoying me. Like,
What did she say when you said, please don't do that, it's annoying me?
well, I didn't actually say it. I just thought. But one time she was being a little annoying, and then I said, this is annoying me. Can we just do this, please?
And what did she say?
Well, I guess. We were in breakout rooms when I said that, and so we were trying to do this thing, but we couldn't because it was really hard. Because I think I was with Saria and Adeline and Lily and her Renata. Renata's her name. And she was sharing screen, but she couldn't. But she didn't want to stop sharing screen. Adeline, my friend, asked if she could share screen, but she said no. But I do feel a little like sad. But I do feel a little sad because I was thinking those things because, like, turns out, I think she was bullied before in her class from before. So I do feel a little sad for her.
Oh, you feel sad for what she's experienced in life.
Yeah. And I think that was how it was happening. I don't remember it clearly, but I think she was being bullied.
So she has some behavior problems in school.
Yeah, a little bit.
And your teacher said that, your teacher actually talked about her and said that she's kind of got some problems. But you know what he said about you? He said that you, even though she's hard to get along with, that you've been kind to her.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Well, I don't want to hurt anybody's feeling because because even though I'm thinking it, if I said I don't really like you, it would hurt her feelings, and I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
I'm real proud of you for that. That's like real life. When you grow up and you get to be a grown-up, you're going to get a job, or you're going to be in another school, or you're going to be doing real grown-up life stuff. And it's tough to be around people who are behaving and talking in all sorts of different ways. And one thing you realize when you get to be a grown-up is that you can't control other people. Like, you can't make them do the things that you want them to do.
Yeah, because they're their own person and they can do what they want to do. You can't just go and tell them, hey, do this and do that and do that. Like,
right, the same reason that you don't want them saying that to you.
Yeah.
Right? They can't make you do what you don't want to do.
Except if you're their parents.
Right. Well, that's why I say when you get to be a grown-up, it changes.
Yeah.
I can't make another grown-up do what I want the grown-up to do.
Yeah, even if that was your child, because they've grown up, they have their own rules now.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you're going to get to be an age one of these days, right? Mm-hmm. Where I won't be able to tell you what to do anymore, will I?
Yeah.
How do you go ahead?
Because, like, when I grow up, I'll have my own rules, like I said. Like, everyone, when they grow up, they'll have their own rules, and they'll have their own family and stuff like that. Well, if they get married.
Right.
And if they have children.
Right. Yeah, so what I wanted to tell you is that I'm super proud of you, and at the same time I wanted to tell you that I never want you to let somebody mistreat you.
Yeah.
So if this friend in school, or she's not your friend, but this girl in school who's causing problems and everything, I'm so proud of you for choosing to be kind to her even when she's not very kind.
Yeah, because sometimes she does things that she shouldn't really do in class, like, and she used to play games. Well, she used to play class dojo in class while the teacher was teaching things.
Right. At the same time, none of us have to just stand by and let people mistreat us, do we?
Yeah, because even though even though we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, maybe, or even though if they're like being mean to us, we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and stuff like that.
Right. So we can be kind to somebody and at the same time say to ourselves, I'm not going to put up with that kind of treatment. I'm not going to let a person talk to me that way.
Like even though if we don't want to hurt the person hurting our feelings, if we don't want to hurt their feelings still, we have to stand up for ourselves.
Right. So if we can't control other people, so let's say that somebody's mistreating you, and even though we can't control them or make them do things, that doesn't mean we don't have any choices, right?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't mean we don't have any choices, like you said. We still have a choice. We can stand up to ourselves, but without fighting, of course.
So what could you do? Let's say that if this girl who's been bullied, what if she started saying things to you on the computer that you don't like her saying to you? What could you do?
Well, I would stand up for myself and say, "Hey, don't talk to me like that. I don't like it." Like, because if I talk to them like that, it probably would just make things worse, and it would also be like, it would make things worse, and then they would do it to me too. And
Right.
it would just like
What other choices do you have?
stand up. I could stand up to myself.
There's
like I
some
said.
other choices you've got too, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, if I'm watching a television show and I see something I don't like, do I have to keep watching the television show?
No, you don't. You can just stop talking to them. You can just stop talking to them, actually, you know?
Right, I could just turn the TV show off, I could turn the channel. So what could you do if this person is talking to you in a way you don't like? What's one of the options you got?
Well, I could just stop talking to them.
You could turn off the chat, right?
Yeah, I can turn off the chat.
You could also tell the teacher.
Yeah, I could tell the teacher. Because even though I don't want to hurt their feelings, I still got to stand up for myself.
Right.
Like, I've said that. To be honest, I think I've said that like 10 times already.
That's all right. It's worth saying 10 times, ain't it?
Yep.
What's your favorite topic in school this year?
Science, because there's things I already know, but it's the easiest thing.
Science is the easiest thing for you?
Yeah.
How's Spanish class going?
Mom says it's kind of hard for me this grade. I guess I don't know, but it's probably gonna get harder. So
Really, Spanish is hard for you?
No, it's not hard. Like all the tests are really, really easy. It's really easy, but sometimes I don't know. Since I draw sometimes in school, like you know that. I'm pretty sure you know that. So
So you missed some things.
yeah, I miss some things, but I usually get 100 on my not social studies, Spanish, LA Spanish test.
So tell me which classes that you have in English and which classes you have that are in Spanish. So you're in a bilingual school and half of the classes are in English and then the other half of the classes are in Spanish.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, so science is in Spanish and sometimes in English, I don't know. In Spanish is obviously in Spanish. In English is in English, I think. Well, I don't really remember too well, but we do have some, I don't really understand this, but we have this thing
Uh-huh.
where it's like, I'm trying to think.
Well, so what's your first class that you have when you start the day?
I think it's science.
Okay, and that's in Spanish and in English.
Yes, I think so.
And then what's the class that comes after that?
I think that would be social studies.
Is that in Spanish or in English?
I don't remember.
What comes after social studies?
I think Spanish class, or I think it's Spanish before social studies or after social studies, but I know it's before or after.
So usually it's like one class in Spanish, then the next one in English, then the next one in Spanish. Is that how it goes?
I don't know, but I think so.
Okay. how is this girl's Spanish? The girl who's has the
Rena-
trouble.
Renata?
Yeah, Renata.
Yeah, her name is Renata. So I don't really know, but I think it's going good. I don't know.
What does she speak in most of the time?
Spanish, I think.
Okay.
I forget a lot of things because I had like 7 days off of school.
Yeah, you've been on a little vacation, ain't you?
Yeah, for a week, I think.
We got some fun plans coming up for tonight, don't we?
Yep.
What's going to happen tonight?
So Jeff is coming over tonight, and we're going to play some cards. You gotta teach me how to play that game. You said, I don't know who said, but you said, I don't know. So someone said that you would teach me, you would teach me.
We're going to teach you.
Yeah, but, and you said that like 2 years ago. I'm 9 now.
Right. Well, it's MTG is the game, and
Yeah.
it's a role-playing game.
Wait, do you have the cards?
Well, we both got them. Jeff's got his cards, and I've got my cards. But I can loan you some of my cards.
Yeah. You can show do you think you can like show the screen like what the game is, or do they already know?
I'll pop up a card up on the screen later. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so later he's gonna show us a card.
And yeah, so we've been waiting. There's things that you've wanted to do with me, right, for a long time, and I've always said, you're too young for that. You got to wait till you get a little bit older.
I'm
right?
like, yeah, my little self was like, like rage,
Yeah,
complete rage.
it took a lot of patience, didn't
Yeah, I'm like, gotta wait another 2 years.
it? So now I think you're old enough to learn this game, and so we're gonna maybe eat pizza, watch movies,
Oh,
play
yeah.
cards.
Yes, this is gonna be the best day ever, best Friday ever. I just because I checked my phone and then I realized it was Friday.
Yeah, it's the weekend. Hope all you guys out there do something nice for yourselves this weekend.
Yeah, nice weekend.
Um,
I hope for you guys.
well, let's talk a little bit more about feelings. How have you been feeling lately?
I've been feeling I don't know, it's because I watch a lot of TV, or I don't know if I play too many games, but I've been having tiny little headaches sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, once in a while. I'm like, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt.
Well, one thing that can contribute to that is if you don't eat on a regular basis.
True, I don't eat a lot because I watch too much TV, I guess.
Well, you've been on vacation. That's why, right?
Yeah, it's probably gonna stop once I get into school, because when I'm in school, I get more hungry for some reason.
You do.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm like, cookies,
Well,
sandwiches.
When you're doing things that you really like doing, it can be distracting. Like I know that when I used to draw a lot, I would get to drawing, and I'd be so into what I was doing that I would forget to eat and things like that. But if I don't have those things going on, then I don't have that distraction.
Yeah.
I think about food more.
I have a riddle for everyone here
All right.
watching. So I'm gonna say the riddle now. What can a kid make? What can a kid make, but can't hold or see?
What can a kid make but can't hold or see?
Yeah. So
I give up.
all right. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the answer on the count of 3.
All right.
Actually, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It's noise. Every child makes noise. Noise.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Did you come up with that yourself?
No, not really. I was like bored, and we were in break time, but the teacher hadn't come yet, because we were doing our tests, and I was in class, and Adeline started, and my friend Adeline that I talked about before, she started saying riddles. I'm like,
Do you like riddles?
Yeah, they're kind of interesting. Like, it's like mystery, like the mystery when you don't know the riddle,
Right.
the answer. I'm like, when I don't know the answer, I'm like, think organ activated.
Do you like puzzles?
Puzzles are cool. I used to really like puzzles because they're like this together.
You like having to use your head like that, your brain?
Yeah, I guess it just makes me smarter.
I think that that's what riddles and puzzles are for. They're to exercise your brain, just like you exercise your muscles with like lifting weights or doing exercises. Then they say that those are exercises for your brain.
Yeah, but the reason I'm not that strong is because I don't lift weights. I'm like 9 years old.
You're pretty strong for your age and size.
What is the heaviest thing you have in here?
Um,
Like that.
Probably me.
I am not
No,
going to
I'll
be
tell you the heaviest thing I've got is that stove back there. That's solid iron.
Oh yeah. Like, is there like? I guess like
I couldn't even lift that. I'd have to use a tool to help me
Yeah.
lift that.
like I suppose I could like carry that thing
Uh
like this thing like I'm a
huh. Stay here.
yeah I know but
That doesn't
like
work. Yeah, the way we're set up here doesn't allow for movement.
Yeah.
That would, because we've got our microphones set up and everything just right for us here.
I have an idea.
Okay.
So maybe I could grab my phone and show the screen like one of my animations.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try to. Oh, not that. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna get one of my animations.
You may hold it up to the camera there, since my arm's longer.
Okay. So here's one of my animations. Okay.
You press play right there.
Yeah. Press play. There we go. It's doing it. Yeah, it's doing it.
Okay, here goes
That-
the animation.
Oh, that's cat and that versus human. My bestie told me to do it. So they're walking towards each other. The cat jumps on it.
They're like ninja fighting.
Yeah.
You said it took you a long time to get those scratches on the guy.
Yeah, because I did it with so I was doing it with Canva. That's with Canva. Also, it's done. So
Oh, it's done. Okay.
yeah. So it took me a long time to make it because it was like nighttime and there's like more than 100 pages on that thing. So I was like I'm so tired. And I was also watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the new movie that came out like last year.
That's the animated one?
I think so.
Yeah, let's talk about your interest there. Your favorite shows right now.
Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What do you like about Transformers?
Transformers, robots in disguise. I like the music and also the story. The story is really interesting. Like how did someone come up with that? Like robots that transform into cars. Like that's really interesting.
They transform into other things too, right? Like dinosaurs.
Yeah, one time I saw something on YouTube that was called the most useless transformer because one transformer in this like animated thing, like an animated video on YouTube, a transformer turned into a microwave oven.
Really?
Yes, it's not a real transformer though. It's just an animated transformer. Like, why?
Can you imagine a transformer that transforms into a stick?
Yes.
Transformer that transforms into
Train stick.
yeah.
Sticks in disguise.
You like fishing.
Yeah.
Are you a good fisher, girl?
I don't know. That's up to you.
It's a matter of opinion, huh?
Yeah, because I don't know if I am or not.
Well, you always catch bigger fish than I do.
One time we went to this lake and my dad said he said that he had never caught a fish there before. And then I caught a fish like 2 times.
It's true. It's a lake where everybody fishes, which I don't usually like those types of places because I prefer lesser known and lesser visited places, but I've fished there many times throughout my life. I have never caught a fish. But
And how old are you?
22.
Yeah, and he's No, you're not.
I'm not?
You're not 22.
I'm 49.
Yeah. Is that true?
That is true.
Yes, that is true. He's 49 and he's never caught a fish. I'm 9 and I've caught like 2 fishes there.
So, yeah, it's everything being relative. I still think you're a better fisher girl than I am.
I think you're a lot better because I've only had 9 years of experience of fishing, but you've had like 40 something, maybe 30 years of
Oh, I'll
experience.
tell you what, Eloise. When I was your age, I would get off the school bus. It took me an hour. My school bus ride was about an hour and a half long.
Wow, you get long naps there.
Well, I read a lot. I did a lot of reading, and I
Yeah.
did a lot of drawing on the bus because it was just an hour and a half of just uninterrupted time. And so I would sit on the bus and I would either draw all my cartoons or I would read. I love to read. But when I would get home, man, I would explode off the school bus and I would run straight for my fishing pole. And at your age, I could go back in the woods to fish, and I'd do that every day, winter, summer, spring, and fall. So I did a lot of fishing. That was my getaway to myself time, where I could
Yeah.
think about things and stuff like that. Bats would come out at night around the ponds where I would fish, and you could see the bats flying. They look like birds almost, but it's nighttime, so you know they're not birds. And we would take our fishing pole
Yeah.
and we would swing them above our heads, and the bat sonar would pick up the lure or the hook at the end of our line, and we would try to catch bats that way. We would go fishing for bats. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, but why would you? But what would happen when you catch the bat? Like, did you ever catch a bat?
Come close, come close. They would grab it, but what you do so that they don't see with their eyes too well.
Yeah. So they have a sonar.
They have a
Like-
sonar.
Like
Boop, 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 boop,
like
boop, boop, boop.
so they like know what's around them.
Yeah,
Like-
from the sound. And
Yeah.
so what they would do is they fly around. They use that sonar at night. In the evening, a lot of the insects are coming out in the summertime, and so that sonar will pick up an insect, and then they'll dive and eat that insect.
Yeah. Like if I were a bat, I think that would be my favorite food. But that is not my favorite food. I'm not a bat. I'm a human. I don't like bugs. I like.
Are you
holding
sure?
them. I like holding them, but I don't like eating them. Why would I eat a bug?
Do you love your dogs?
I only have one dog.
Do you love our dogs?
Yes.
And what do you think? Do you think dogs are as important as people?
Yes.
You think that dogs are as important as people?
Are you saying that like you don't care?
What I'm saying is, if there was a dog out in the road and there was a person out in the road and you could only save one of them from getting hit by a car, which one would you save?
Well, since humans are a little bit more important than dogs, I'd probably save the human. But if I could save both of them, I definitely would.
Uh-huh. You're kind of like Captain Kirk. You don't believe in an unwinnable scenario, do you?
I don't know who that is, but yes.
Star Trek. It's a Star Trek guy.
Oh, you could have just said that.
Captain of Star Trek. Yeah, he's famous for not believing in situations that you can't win.
Wait, Star Trek?
Mm-hmm. Try and do this.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Spock.
Spock.
You know what he says when he does that?
No.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah. What do you have a favorite season? It's summer right now.
I think I like summer or spring. And fall and winter. I don't know. I think I like all of them.
You like them all?
Yeah, cause fall is beautiful. Like all the little leaves, all the little orange leaf, yellow leaf things. They all fall, and like you can, like if you take a picture, you can probably get a really pretty picture. Summer, you can just play around all day in the
Swim.
pool and swim, and like spring, flowers and rain and all that pretty stuff. You can also get a pretty picture there. In winter, all the snow to play around, and if you're a child, it would just be like heaven for you.
And you come up with this on your own? You just come up with this this perspective about the seasons all on your own?
Yes.
I'll tell you why
Yes.
that's interesting. I'll tell you why it's interesting to people who watch me.
Yeah.
Because I tell a story about how when I was younger, how I only liked one season. I only liked summer. and
Wow.
I hated all the other seasons. But then I decided one day, not too many years ago, shortly before you were born, I decided if I if I only like one season, then that means that I'm only living like one small part of my life. It means
Yeah.
I'm not really enjoying the rest of my life.
Yeah, because if you don't enjoy your life like a child, like from when you like if you don't like all the seasons like and stuff like that, you can have like you can like not like all the seasons, but you still have you can hate all of the seasons.
Then
But
you'll just be
you're-
miserable, won't
Yeah, but can you like at least like them because like you're not living half your life there like winter, go enjoy the snow. Fall, go enjoy the little pretty pictures and all the
Collars.
pretty and the colors. In spring, enjoy the rain and the flowers. Summer, enjoy whatever. Swimming.
So what I decided was that I was going to choose to think different about the seasons, that I
Yeah.
was going to choose to think about positive things about all the seasons. And do you know what happened?
What?
Because I changed my thinking, now I love all 4 seasons the same. I don't have a favorite.
Yeah, and like I said, those are the and I said and I just a moment ago I said the reasons why I like all the seasons, like all those pretty little times there, like snow and all those other things that I said.
Uh-huh. Well, I think that's a fantastic attitude to have. I think that's a really good attitude to have.
Yeah,
Did you remember I told you about my dream I had last night?
yeah. Wait, you should we should tell one of our dreams. Like I had 2 dreams, so I'll tell like one of my dreams.
You want to tell yours first?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna tell the weirdest one.
You were at a place where there was a bunch of people.
Yes. And we and I got called up and all these other kids and there was a pool. They put a pool. This is really weird. They told all the kids to like jump up and down in the water and see who came out of the water the most coolest. And I think I won somehow. And when I
So
came,
whoever come up out of the water in the most cool way.
yeah, and the weird thing is that the last time I came out of the water, all the kids disappeared.
They did.
Yeah,
It was just you then.
yeah, they all disappeared. Like I don't know what happened. Maybe they just disappeared. Like maybe they thought, I don't want to do this anymore. Bye.
What do you think dreams are for? Why do you think we dream?
Maybe it's because, well, I think it's because there's these little people in our brains. I'm kidding.
Little actors.
Yeah, little actors in our brain.
Well, so when we're in our own dream, who's playing us? One of those little actors?
Yeah.
Okay, so my dream was that I come into this little mountain town, and I parked and I got out to explore this town a little bit, and I started talking to some of the inhabitants of this town, and I was looking around at one point, got into a conversation with these people, and I was looking around at one point and I was thinking, boy, this is such a beautiful little mountain town. I said, what's this place called? And the guy was close to me. He says, this is Dormir. I said, Dormir? He says,
Dormir? Dormir is sleep in Spanish.
so yeah, but he was saying it Dormir,
Yeah.
like that, with that accent. And I said, Dormir? He said, yeah, Dormir, Kentucky. And I said, wow, it's just a beautiful town. And I remember I spent some time there with him and everything. And when I woke up, I realized he was saying dormir.
Like sleep. So you were dreaming that they said the name of the town was Dormir, Kentucky, and in your dream and while you were sleeping.
While I was sleeping, while I was dreaming, but I didn't know that I was sleeping or dreaming. But the character in my dream, and when I asked him, what's the name of this town? He just come right out with it. He said, it's Dormir, Kentucky. And I said, Dormir. And so then I didn't think nothing about it until I woke up and I realized that my brain had come up with this name for this dream town while I was dreaming and asleep called Sleeping, Kentucky. So in my dream, I visited a town called Sleeping, Kentucky,
While he was sleeping.
and dreaming. Yeah, but
Yeah.
but I didn't know I was sleeping.
Yeah, dormir is sleeping in Spanish.
Yeah, a ver, si podemos hablar un poquito en español
Okay, sí.
para la gente que habla español.
Sí.
¿Cuál es tu color favorito?
Mi color favorito es el amarillo y el negro y el azul porque azul es un color muy bonito, pero también por la razón que me gusta amarillo y negro es porque muchas abejas tienen esos colores y me gustan las abejas porque todo el miel.
Las abejas
Sí, las abejas.
son de amarillo y negro.
Sí, casi todas las abejas son de ese color.
Ajá. Y te gusta pescar y hablamos un poco de cómo te gusta hacer caricaturas.
Sí, me gusta animar a las cosas en mi app llamado Canva.
¿Te gustan los deportes?
Me gusta el béisbol y también el
¿Fútbol?
fútbol, sí.
¿Te gusta el fútbol?
Sí, me gusta cuando no sé si eso es el nombre del deporte de que estoy pensando, pero es donde tienes esta bola y lo pateas.
Ya, es una pelota blanca y negra.
Sí, esa.
El fútbol.
Sí.
Soccer.
Sí, soccer.
Ajá. ¿Y qué te gusta de ese deporte? Yo no sabía que a ti te gusta
No
el
sé.
fútbol.
No sé, solo me gusta patear la pelota y solo jugar con la pelota y ver quién gana.
¿Y quién es tu equipo de béisbol favorito?
Los Reds.
Oh, sí.
Ah.
Ajá. Traicionera. ¿No te gusta los Red Sox o los Phillies?
Esos son buenos también, pero me gusta más los Reds.
Tu equipo preferido
Sí,
son los Reds.
sí. El que vamos.
Oh, los Mud Hens. ¿Te gustan los Mud Hens?
Me gustan mucho esos también, pero me refería a los Reds.
Oh. Ok. Ellos son de Cincinnati.
Oh, sí, Cincinnati Reds me gustan y también los Toledo Mud Hens.
Y cuando so let's switch to English now.
Yeah.
I forgot we were speaking in Spanish. So let's talk about. So she likes the Reds, and she likes soccer.
Yeah, I also like Toledo Mud Hens. Those are really good too. That's one of my favorites too.
What do you like about going to a baseball game?
Well, I don't like watching it from TV because it's just boring. You don't get to see everything. Like it's just like you don't get to see everything from the details. You don't get to see every detail.
When you're at the game, you can actually look around and see everything that's going on.
Yeah, and you can actually get cotton candy and stuff like that. Like if you don't have cotton candy, you can just get it at the baseball game, at the actual baseball game, and stuff like that.
Do you like Cracker Jacks?
I like Cracker Jacks. Yeah.
Do you want to sing the baseball song for us?
I don't remember all of it, but yeah.
Take
Me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the Phillies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Play ball!
Play ball. Good job. You've been singing that song ever since you were a little tiny little thing.
Take me out to the ball game. We would sing it over and over again.
If I like something, does that mean you have to like it too?
No, because you can like your own thing, even if it's a little different from everybody.
Are there any things in your life that you like that a lot of your friends don't like so much?
Bees.
Bees.
Yes, bees.
What other things make you unique? among your friends?
I guess I like animating things.
Uh-huh. Do any of your friends like things that you don't like?
I don't know.
But it's okay if they do, right?
Yeah.
When you're deciding whether you like something or not, does it matter if other people like it or not?
No, it doesn't matter.
What's most important?
Well, it's most important that you like what you like and not what other people like. Like, you don't copy them. Even if it seems like you're copying them, and you still like what they like, maybe. And it's just not copying, or you're liking something that they don't like, you still like what you like.
Right. There will be sometimes things that you like that other people also like.
Yeah.
You know that your daddy likes movies. I like movies.
Yeah, you like movies. I also like movies.
You know that sometimes there are movies that do really good. Lots of people like the movie, and I don't like it.
Yeah, like maybe this person doesn't like Alien. I like Alien. Cause my dad let me watch it. Don't put him in jail.
Guilty, charged. I like to have a cultured young lady.
Yeah.
So you like the movie Alien?
Yeah, it's really interesting. Although that part in the second movie where she's like dreaming that she gives birth or something like that in the second movie, it scared me so much. I'm like, oh my God.
Right. You're not really that crazy about most scary movies, are you? You don't really love scary movies?
Well, I love scary movies, actually.
You do?
Yes, I do.
That's changed then. You didn't used to.
I didn't?
No. You remember, what are some of the scary movies you've seen? Frankenstein?
Yeah, I don't really like Frankenstein. It's kind of, for some reason, I feel like it's boring. It's just like, I've seen this before and I don't want to see it again.
Do you remember Invisible Man?
Yeah, I like Invisible Man. You know, the one movie I do not want to see until I'm like 1,000 years old is It. I was like 3 years old when I watched that movie. 3 years old.
You told me you wanted to.
Yes, but
And then you saw that clown and that was the end of that, wasn't it?
I was like terrified. Like, if I didn't see It, I would still be terrified because I still saw Alien. Alien.
That's so interesting so Alien didn't scare you too much.
Yeah, Alien didn't scare me too much, though it did kind of scare me a little bit. So even if I didn't see It, I would still be a little scared because I still saw Alien, and Alien did kind of scare me a little bit.
What's your favorite musical?
No, that's a hard one. I like 3 million, kajillion, billion musical movies.
Can you name some of them?
Yes. Sound of Music. That's a really good one. How did I forget the name of one of my favorite musical movies?
Which one is it?
I forget, but I'll sing one of the songs. A little part of the song.
Okay.
Oh yeah. New York, New York. It's a wonderful town. Dun 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 dun. It's a wonderful town. That one, remember?
What is the name of that movie?
We both forgot.
Do you remember who it's got in it?
Gene Kelly.
It's got Gene Kelly in it. It's got Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
On the Town.
Yeah, On the Town. That one. That's one of my most favorites.
Can you think of some other favorite musicals?
No, but I can tell you one of the ones that I absolutely hate. I hate Fiddler on the Roof. I hate that one. I would burn if I had a torch and I had that little copy of the movie. I would burn it.
What was it you didn't like about Fiddler on the Roof?
I know they probably. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't know why, but I hate it. I hate it.
Well, was there some part that you didn't like?
Yes.
What part?
So at the end, you said that they got to the place, but you never really get to see them get to the place that they need to get. And plus, it's kind of like sad. I don't know why. I just don't like the movie. I swear. If I ever watch that movie again, I will be terrified.
Well, you know why I let you watch certain movies that have disturbing things in them?
Why?
Because I want you to know what the real nature of the world is.
Yeah.
There are ugly things about the world we live in, and it's not healthy to pretend like those ugly things aren't
Yeah,
a
like
real
they
part
don't
of life.
exist. It's not good to think that.
Right. So in Fiddler on the Roof, there were people who hated their family and the people that they are from, like their type of people. That's why they were making them all leave, and they were headed to America.
Yeah. That's one reason. That's another reason why I completely hate that movie. If I had a torch if I had a torch and I had a copy of the movie, I would burn it, burn it, burn it.
But you know that in real life, you probably haven't experienced a lot of this yet because you're a child. But in real life, groups of people in real life in the world hate other groups of people just because of the group that they belong to.
Yeah.
And that's real. And people get mistreated and stuff
Yeah.
because of what they believe, their race, where they're from, and things like that. That really happens in the world. And it's sad, but it's a real part of life. And instead of pretending like that never happens in real life, it's better to understand that it does happen in real life. Let it make you sad. Be sad about it. Not all the time, but just to be aware of it. And then what do? We focus on positive, happier things, don't we?
Yes.
We're aware of the ugly, sad things, but we focus on what?
The good.
The
The
positive, good
The
things.
the beautiful, not ugly, good things.
Right. That's what we do. You sure are pretty, Eloise.
Thank you.
Do you hear that a lot?
I don't know, do I?
If you had a big scar, so from the forehead and it went all the way down the side of your face, a big ugly scar, would that make your value be less?
No.
It wouldn't, would it?
It would just make me a little less prettier because no one likes a scar, but I think it would look cool.
Well, that's the right attitude to have.
I'd literally be scarred from Lion King.
So there are pretty people in life, and there are people will say that they're beauty challenged.
Yeah.
There are people that are not so pretty, but are the pretty people, do they have more value than the people who aren't as pretty?
They still have the same value.
They have exactly the same value, don't they? And so that's what we focus on, right? We focus on people's value,
Yeah.
not on how they look. Well, what do you think about our little conversation here today? Do you think it was pretty good?
Yeah. You know, I just realized we've been talking for 1 hour and 55 something, I don't know, seconds.
Uh-huh. So that's our cue then, that we can start winding down here, and then I'm going to edit this and put it out to everybody.
Can I show one more animation?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
She's going to show us another animation.
So I did this one for my dad.
All right, you want me to hit play and hold it up there?
Yeah, quickly.
It says, "This one's for you, Dad." Play. Look at this. Man's best friend.
It finished.
I'll tell you what, she whipped that up in like 2 minutes. She said, "I'm going to do this for Daddy," and whipped that up in about 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, all this stuff, this technology stuff that I have to do for Last Symptom is hard for me. I hate having to learn a brand new thing or how to do a new thing, and I think she picks it up a lot easier than I do. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And Dad, after when we finish this little conversation we got here, do you think I can show you a little bit how to make animations? Because I really, really badly want to show you for some reason.
Okay, so when we finish here, I have to edit this and get it published.
Yes.
So that's going to take some of my time. I also have to do some preparation for Jeff to come and for us to play cards, so I got to do that. But if there's some time after that, I would love for you to show me that stuff.
And if somehow you find this video when it's published, I don't know how whatever you're gonna publish it on works, but if you find this video, hello there world.
9-year-old Eloise. Next time you see her, she'll probably be older and more mature and wiser about the world.
Yeah, even if if I'm on a video like next month again.
Right. All right.
I'll still be like a month older than I am right now.
That's right. We're always getting older, aren't we?
Yeah.
Never getting younger.
Every second. Yeah.
All right. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody.